Hi everyone, I'm Any New Province and I just finished up the league with Nickel's Mono White Aggro. This deck is surprisingly interactive for having so many creatures. You can give your Deathblade Elite first strike in whatever match you want by clicking on the timestamp in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching and enjoy the league. Okay, here we go. Match 1, Game 1 with the Cavalry Drill Master. And this is a little bit awkward, but I think this is the kind of deck where it's okay. Like, this is a lot of lands for this deck, but if we like commit War Falcon and then it's not even that tragic to Skyfisher back a land in this deck, and we have a little bit of interaction if our opponent does try to get over us, so we'll keep this. It's a little awkward with 4 lands because we only run 18 lands. We don't actually even probably need this many lands to operate. So, but like I said, I don't think this deck is too hard up to Skyfisher back a land on turn 2. Although I am usually kind of against that play. Gaia's Blessing. Hit me up with that one. Link me. So our opponent suspends a Riftbolt. Looks like we're here racing burn tonight, gang. There's Loyal Cathar. So instead of Skyfishing, I'm just going to run out Loyal Cathar. We might have to reset this Cathar at some point if they maybe like Searing Blaze it or something. So we'll go to combat, attack with War Falcon, and pass the turn. Yeah, like mostly. Like Gush. You know what though? Like Ponder and Preordain kind of seem like, to me, they feel like the most unfair cards to play against. Gush is really bad, but your opponent can get unlucky, where Ponder and Preordain help your opponent not get unlucky. Do you know what I mean? Like, we just don't have that power in other colors. All right, our opponent will curse us. Nothing we can do about that. And there's a Sky Hunter, so I think I am just going to run out Sky Hunter here over Skyfisher because we might find a decent recursion target. Like, our opponent might remove our Cathar. I don't think they will. But it might also save us if we have to like journey a Thermal Alchemist and then eventually release it. Our opponent's not playing any discards, so we'll just keep running out lands. We may eventually lose one of them to a Skyfisher, or that pick one up with the Skyfisher, that is. But yeah, I feel like Ponder and Preordain are much more checks on the format than the other cards. Augur is very good. I'll give Augur that. But you can stop Augur. Augur is as much of a 2-for-1 as a lot of other cards in the format. So like you can fight against that. And I do think it gives a boost to some decks that weren't around before, but it's decks like, you know, like Tireless Tribe and these kind of like blue-red flickery type decks, you know, like they were around, but I don't think they were as good. What's up, Matador? How you doing? I think black could use a boost. Back when mono black control used to be the dominant force in the format, that was a good time to be playing. Yeah, I watched most of it and built a deck specifically around it. I was thinking about that. So the reason I kind of have gone with the new card theme is because, wow, our opponent's comboing off with probes over here. The reason I went with this theme is because I feel like really interesting and powerful stuff can happen in Pauper. I kind of feel like a good amount of it, like a good amount of the competitive versions of those decks have happened. And so I'm afraid that I'll pick up a new series. I feel like this is some kind of Lava Runner variant. They could very well kill us next turn. So we kind of have to find a mutagenic growth or something here. Or some life gain, which I don't think we will. But anyway, so I think it's a little hard to be... Oh, that's good. I think it's just a little hard to be a Johnny in this format. So we'll go to combat, attack like this. We'll be able to pick up our Kabira Crossroads with our core Skyfisher. And if they can't kill us next turn, it is highly possible that they have a bunch of 3 damage burn spells in their hand. But if they can't, we win. Right, like the information is something for sure. And it is a free card, but 2 life is pretty relevant in this format too, like with the prevalence of burn, mono green Stompy, sometimes white weenie decks, not really though. Even Delver decks, like losing that 2 life every time you want to thin your deck, and like having more consistency. Nice, we took it, nice. Having more consistency or having more air in your deck also doesn't do a whole lot. Like we don't have super powerful cards to run into. Yeah, no forcible Cabal therapy to try to play around. That's right. Like the answer is that you're trying to, because like Cabal therapy is a massive beating, or like Hymn to Torok. Like sometimes you have to play around Hymn to Torok in really like specific ways. And yeah, days can definitely feel like Pauper forcible. Okay, let's think about how we're going to beat burn. We probably don't want these journeys. I have reason to believe that they're on the Lava Runner version, so I think Sunlance might be better almost. I don't know if we want to bring in Standard Bearer. Prismatic Strands. I feel like just going fast and winning through their inconsistency would be good. Ooh, are they on like one of the control variants, do you think? Martyr of Sands. So reveal X number of black cards. Yeah, so maybe the strands should come in. Thank you very much for the heads up, Proteus. What do you think? Do we slow it down a little bit with some strands? Maybe go down the Javelineers or something like that? Well, what's up, Wheeler RPG? Yeah. Glad you made it. It is. So it's I'm not counting it out at all. I think it probably does have applications. Like we see Tribe use it to pretty good effect, and also is it Blitz? Runs Gataxian Probes, but I think it's just another one of those good cards. Not necessarily anything crazy. This is kind of tough. I do want to bring in these Prismatic Strands. I think that is relevant. Like Proteus said, they might be bringing in their Martyrs to wipe our board. So I think Lone Missionary Strands is what we want to go with. And yeah, that's true. Myers Toll, what's that one all about? I don't really know, like, if we want Standard Bearer here. I don't have a lot of time to think about it. So I am going to go down one journey. Deathblade Elite is okay against some versions of the stack. Ice Skeleton, Ication Javelineers I don't think is super good. So I'm going to go down Javelineers. I don't want to go down too many creatures, though. Like, I think we're pretty much at our lowest possible level of creatures here, but I think Javelineers is a lot worse than most other cards in this matchup. Deathblade Elite might take care of their Thermo Alchemist while bigger creatures get in and stuff like that. Maybe Mutagenic Growth isn't what I want to be all about, but I don't have very much time. So I'll bring in a Standard Bearer over one Mutagenic Growth, maybe take out another Mutagenic Growth, maybe take all of these out for Standard Bearers, and submit like that. Oh yeah, no, you're probably right. Sunlance probably should have came in over Journey. Oh, I was just getting too into things. Yeah, because like hands like this, right? Like if there was one land and one land and a Sunlance instead of two journeys, we definitely feel a lot better. So if we get a chance at a game, well, we will get a chance at a game 3 if we lose. But yeah, that's absolutely going to happen. That's a good call. And we have to mulligan, unfortunately. It's not a great hand really anyway, so I'm okay mulliganing. This is really awkward, but it has Lone Missionary, Prismatic Strands, and 2 cartouches. We have 18 lands in this deck, right? 18 lands. So I feel like I have to keep this. I don't like it, but I feel like I have to keep it and hope for a land. There just isn't like mulliganing past 6, looking for 2 lands in a deck that only plays 17, 18. Like I just don't know if we can do it, you know? Yeah, we have 18 lands. I think we just have to. We have a ton of 1-drops too. We took out the Javelineers for, yeah, we took out a good amount of our 1-drops. So we're hoping for Thraben Inspector, War Falcon, or land. Yeah. So I think we just got to go with it. Sorry for all the awkward behind the scenes stuff there, gang. What's up, Hungry Nerd? Yeah, let's go Scry Luck. Let's go Scry Luck. We do not want a 2-drop. Bottom. But I think I would have justified it there. So Lava Spike, can't do anything about Lava Spikes. Thraben Inspector, we got there. So we put some cartouches on it. If we ever have to discard a hand size with Pish's Prismatic Strands, we're like pretty much next level in it. Just a curse, okay. So yeah, I'm gonna cartouche here. Yeah, so I didn't draw land, unfortunately, but we'll cartouche. It's going to commit another 1-power creature. We'll get to attack with this Thraben Inspector for 2. And we're going to keep playing it out like that. This will be coming down just as soon as I find my second mana, if I ever do. And opponent's going to pass back to us. We're going to take a damage. I think they're leaving up some sort of removal here. So we'll spread the love out a little bit. I'm going to try to cartouche up this warrior. and see if they want to Searing Blaze it or something. No removal, okay. Opponent on 3 lands didn't cast a spell last turn, so I don't necessarily know that it was worth it to get either of these or get this out of bolt range. I think them wasting burn spells on our creatures. Oh yeah, it just is. So we're gonna use instant speed burn, playing around like nothing. Seal of Fire, okay. Not fantastic, but Porcelain Legionnaire is not. But it is a cool card. People bring it up a lot, and trust me, I do make attempts to jam it in when I can, if you know what I mean. So we're on a pretty convincing beatdown here. Our opponent is at 9. We have 6, 7 damage on board next turn. So we just gotta find another land for this lone missionary. We might be all right. Funeral Charm, interesting one. Target creature gains Swamp Walk until end of turn. I guess 1B, target player discards a card isn't bad. Phenomena. Okay, we're going to take 1. Deathblade Elite. Well, I'm happy to at least just commit more creatures here, but... Oh, instant speed discard. Yeah, no, that's cool. I wouldn't call it Raven's Crime, necessarily. Alright, well, I guess we're going to see if we won this game on 1 mana. So let's see what our opponent's got here. This is 2 damage. Oh my goodness. Oh, I thought they were going to double Fire Blast me. I was like, no. Let's see how they scry with their Magma Jet. They're going to have to kill us here. So what's that? 1, 2. They have 1 card in hand, so they can 7, and then... So they'll have to have 2 1 mana 3 damage burn spells. Or I guess they can cost as much mana as they want. But I mean, I feel happy with that. That was sweet. Yeah, it feels really awkward, but I think it's okay keeping it because the chances of us drawing another land is so low, and Sky Hunters and Javelineers should have us on a good start, so I am going to actually keep. 30. Oh my goodness. Your favorite breakfast is Kahlua. You're enjoying a nice Belgium Dayblazer. Not too hoppy. Tasty ale with a touch of honey and citrus. Delicious. You guys are on the steak, eggs, and Kahlua. You like cephalid breakfast? No doubt. And yes, Hurricane Clinton, I treat myself. Generally, I treat myself when it is strictly not a comeback. Just stack all the cholesterol-laden breakfast meats, eggs, and some cheese onto some bread. So I was going out to eat like every morning, all weekend. You know, like Saturday, Sunday, I was getting one like a breakfast sandwich or something, and I was spending a crazy amount of money. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stay home and I make baked beans through the week, and then I'm less incentivized. You know, I put all this work into this delicious thing, so I'm less incentivized to go get takeout. And it's worked really well. I think I'm saving a little bit of money, but I also love me a good old breakfast burrito. So Acacian Javelineers here. Our opponent's going to point removal at it. Hopefully we'll be able to fade a couple of removal spells, stick these Leon and Sky Hunters. This doesn't really matter in this matchup. I don't know any reason I wouldn't play it either. Oh, this isn't Tortured Existence. So this is going to be a weird turn. Yeah, it's Delve. So I'm really not that afraid of this. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to ping them at that hour. I just let Bojangles do the hard work. Cajun Filet Biscuit. Oh man, that sounds good. It also could be the Morbid list. So the Morbid list that runs a bunch of Wake Dancers and stuff like that. Maybe against a deck like this, it would be quite good. Oh, Golgari Fog. Eggs and breakfast meat for the lady and kids. Nice. Guys, I love talking about food. That sounds really good. Cajun Filet Biscuit. Is that like fish? Is that a fish dish? We're not going to block here. We're all right with this. It does sound spicy. So why Golgari? Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good. Fried chicken. Nest Invader, so this is the morbid list. So they're setting up for a Wake Dancer next turn. If Wake Dancer is what's coming down, like if I would have known, that's pretty good. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to Journey the Putrid Leech, play Ication Javelineers, and we actually might leave Core Skyfisher home for a second. No, I think I'm going to start blocking with Skyfisher next turn. Let's hope I don't get punished. Yeah, Penumbra Spider could be a problem, but we can pick this up with a Skyfisher later. We're going to wait a while to commit this. So here comes Wake Dancer. That doesn't really matter. Okay, opponent aware that Wake Dancer doesn't really matter. So next turn what we're going to do, yep, we will take 2 for sure. But next turn what we're going to do is we're just going to run out these 2 Sky Hunters most likely. And we'll leave Core Skyfisher back to block. I guess I could run out, like I could ping them and Skyfisher back the Javelineers and play a Sky Hunter. Yeah, that's definitely what I'm going to do now. All right, so we'll ping them. Drawing lands is not ideal. Man, I love talking about food. It's pretty awkward having drawn this many lands, especially in a matchup where we'd like to be pretty hyper aggressive, but we're going to hopefully run them out of their sparse removal as quickly as possible. The threat that matters is gone, so as long as they don't kill this soon, we should be okay. We can start pecking him with these. Oh yeah. Oh, I've seen the Matt Stone video, or yeah, the Matty Stone. The thing about his video, so it's really funny, right? Like the way next stream is breakfast cooking stream that early Saturday morning. That would be kind of fun, actually. I wonder if my laptop could support just like an IRL stream with my crappy webcam and do that. That would be sweet. Oh, no way. Rad. All right, so they're going to dead weight our Skyfisher. That's interesting. They're going to attack with everything. Okay. What are they lining up for here? I kind of want to make some trades here. I feel like we can recover a little bit better with our Thraben Inspectors and stuff like that. I don't know. Oh, really good chili. I like food too. Well, you're a hungry nerd. I imagine you like some food. So we're at 12. We're going to try to rebuild a little bit here. We're okay trading off creatures for a second, but we really don't want to do a lot of it. I thought they were fishing for a morbid trigger, but like really they're going to achieve it. Wow, deck. Bud. Can we get off this little lands trip we've been on? Yeah, so we're kind of in trouble. I think they got a little bit luckier than we did. They found things that could answer our Skyfishers while they developed their board. And we drew lands. So I think it's kind of unlikely that we run into that many lands. And we can't really effectively trade off creatures here. Especially not with this Fume Spitter on board. So I actually think I have to take 6 here. Because I'll try to kill this next turn. Like I'll block with this, try to kill this, block with this, all that nonsense. You know how it is. Okay. Yeah, sorry. All right, so they're just going to trade the Fume Spitter with Ication Javelineers, Toot Sweet. If this is Penumbra Spider, that could just be it. So 1 card in their hand. We'll see what it is. It's like Thorn of the Black Rose or something. Nasty. Silkweaver Elite. I like that. That's pretty cool. No, so we normally wouldn't have enough mana to support it. We're actually just dead here. So if we block here, they get in for 6. If we journey and block, they get in. I guess we got a journey and block. So that's what we're gonna do. Oh yeah, I'm enjoying the Silkweaver Elite here. I'm going to Journey the Wake Dancer because I think it's the thing that's most problematic for them to recur, possibly, but I don't really see us having any outs here. I think our opponent is going to Hunger of the Howl. Oh, Tragic Slip. They deal 6. GG's. Hashtag bad boy swag wins. He sure does. Somewhere gold version is dabbing aggressively. Last dab. Last breath is pretty good here. So what do we see? We saw some tragic slips, some dead weights as the removal, and we saw, whoa, the Gunner's Dream. Thank you very much for the subscription. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Welcome to the Jank Bank with your new subscription. That's sweet, man. Welcome. I hope you like that jank. So let's find out. Yeah, let's find out what we're gonna do here. I don't think we want to bring Relic in. I have a little bit of a fear of recursion. The last dab. Thank you so. No, I really appreciate it, man. That seriously means a lot to me. It really, really does. I appreciate the subs a lot, guys. It helps me do this. It helps me do it all the time. Improve my rig. Makes me want to upgrade that content quality, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that means a lot. What's up, Prime Temps? At GP Sacramento, went 2-1, round 3. Met 2 other people playing Cascade Aggro. That's so sweet. Okay, so we have to figure out what we're bringing in here. Last Breath is definitely going to come in. I think Deathblade Elite will actually be very good here. I can't see the Acacian Javelineers being as good as I want them to be. I don't think we want to go too controlling with like Aura Fracture or Standard Bearers or anything. I don't see us needing the Relic of Progenitus. I think the 2 Last Breaths is about all we want, because it seemed like they went a little bit wide there. So we'll pick off those Morbid Creatures with our... No, Sunlight's a sorcery. Yeah, this is a pretty dang good hand, especially because we have Deathblade Elite and Mutagenic Growth to get a little tricky about it. So we're absolutely going to keep this. We'll run this out turn 1. Because we might draw like a Cartouche of Solidarity or something like that, and hopefully they can't... Oh, they might have Fume Spitter. We have Mutagenic Growth, so... Oh, wait. Never mind. Mutagenic Growth doesn't save this from Fume Spitter. So hopefully they just don't have Fume Spitter, and everything is fine. Yeah. Everything is fine. Oh, hashtag bad boy swag. Why you gotta do me like that? Sure. All right. So we'll play a land. It looks like we're going to continue the flooding out. We'll play a little bit of a more resilient threat. This is great against their deck. A 2/2 with Vigilance that returns on our end step. Pretty sweet. But yeah, that probably should have been Acacian Javelineers. That's all right. I don't think we're going to get punished too hard for it. And at the same time, this probably isn't mega good without the opponent doing some hashtag bad boy swag stuff over there. Deck, please. Could you not? Like, can we not do this again? I'd really appreciate it. I thought you were talking about this list, like the one I'm playing. You could probably like jam 1 Angler in there at least. All right, 2 mana, getting tapped. What's this all about? Night's Whisper. Okay, well, pretty happy to see a Night's Whisper here. No more lands. Everybody, will the lands away with Wheeler RPG. Okay, we need to will the lands away. For us, I don't really know how important it is for them to hit their land drops. They might be discarding hand size here, which is tight. They're just going to trade. Yeah, I'm gonna save the Javelineers here. I think just having a creature over the long term is just way better. So we're gonna do that. That's all right, man. That's all right. Oh man, Drill Master is looking hot right here. Here's the new card, Debut, Cavalry Drill Master. Pretty much a hot hasty boy. Oh hey, it's the new card. And is it possibly Pauper playable? So I guess we'll spread the love around, as I'm inclined to do. And yeah, we'll swing with everything for 7 damage. Put our opponent to 8. And they're gonna have to get up. And potentially, come on, get down with the sickness. Or we're gonna get up. Madness is the gift that has been given to me. And Cavalry Drill Master together. No respect for Gutshot. All the times I played around Gutshot when my opponent had like 1 life or something. I had like 5 Muldrifters. My opponent had 1 life, and I was like, I should probably play around Gutshot. There's the Penumbra Spider. So yeah, hoping for those journeys, I guess. Bud. Okay, so if they block here, they take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down to 4. If they block either of these, they don't have enough blockers to get back from that. So I actually think I am just going to serve here. I'm even gonna attack with the Javelineers. That was nice, eh? That was nice, Sir Cathus. Yeah, no, my deck is not being nice. Yeah, they took a journey to the plains for us here. They have to commit more blockers if they do want to get out of this somehow, because they're going to take 5 down to 4. Our Cathars are pretty good, even against the removal here. So yeah, I guess we'll go Hellbent. I don't think bluffing is really worth it. Maybe our opponent's got a discard spell. So yeah, so I think we should be all right still. They had a really slow draw, so I don't know if they'll be able to commit enough blockers to save themselves. Well, that's one way of doing it. So is this Nest Invader into Morbid Creature, Wake Dancer? Because that's a beating. That, my dudes, is a beating. Javelineers can hit face. And oh boy, will they. Silkweaver lead. Okay, and then you just get to draw a card here. Not the end of the universe, but we can force one of these creatures to trade with our Loyal Cathars at the very least to try to get their board down a little bit. Thraben Inspector, get a redraw. Let's do that first because we might hit one of our relevant spells. And then we will. Yeah, so it'll hit anything. And then we'll probably just end up serving, especially where we have the Sky Hunter. We'll hold this back. Our opponent might let us get in for 2, but I doubt it. All right, let's see what they do. Yep. And additional blocks. Additional blocks occur. So we're going to get this Cathar back unless I have some weird green graveyard hate that I don't know about. I really like these forests. Dang, that's cool. We will get our Cathars back. We're going to commit another 2-power creature to the board. Our opponent's at 4. And we got a Javelineer trigger. So I think we should still be pretty good here. Wake Dancer is obviously kind of a concern, but Lauren Basic or GTFO. Lauren Basics do look really good. Yeah, they are some nice forests, huh? I do quite like them. All right, gang, come on. Let's do the wins. Let's do the win thing. Opponent plays a tap line to go up to 5, relevant. For sure. I don't know if they want to, if they're going to block or if they're going to attack, surely not blocking anything. This might be a tragic slip coming at our Javelineers. Unearth Fume Spitter. Okay, sure. And Unhallowed Cathar being a pretty good creature here. Just gonna hit our Javelineers. That seems bizarre to me. I guess they don't want us to recur it to get reach. Oh, they're gonna, okay. Well, they rebuilt their board pretty impressively. But they're gonna have to trade off creatures here. Ooh, Skyfisher? All right, I'm going to attack with everything but Thraben Inspector here. There's just no point for one. And I don't really want them to play like I have the Skyfisher. Yeah. So we'll get in for 2. We'll get in for nothing. Okay. They'll lose a couple of their creatures. 3 cards in hand. Oh, geez. Windows? Great timing, bud. Hopefully I'll just learn to turn that off someday. And we'll pick up Thraben Inspector. Replay Thraben Inspector. And we'll crack the clue right away because we're hellbent. We might as well just have the information. It could be a land drop because my deck is feeling like that today. Just another flyer. Not too bad, but this Penumbra Spider has been doing work, man. We really have to find a journey for it. All right, what's going on here? Nothing. Interesting. More Penumbra Spiders? That's no good. Spider's gonna spide. Oh, okay. That's fine. I guess. So Thorn comes down. Opponent going to return a land. No attacks. Yep. They're going to draw a card. We can't steal the Monarch next turn, but might have an opportunity to very shortly. So we'll play Sky Hunter out here. I'm not going to blow this Mutagenic Growth yet because I feel like killing this Penumbra Spider in a timely fashion is going to be important. So we'll use it next turn to save one of our flyers. Or actually just get in for lethal. I think they did bounce a bounce land as well instead of the Jungle Hollow. I didn't bring it up. I was I was a little concerned. You know, it's funny. I wonder. No, so we wouldn't have drawn that because we drew Sky Hunter off the clue. I was thinking, could I have won if I would have reset Inspector first? Wicker Burrow Elder. Okay. So our opponents feeling like they know about the journeys. All right, we're going to go for the win here. And hopefully they don't have an instant speed trick to save themselves. So go to combat. At the very least, I feel like we should be able to get the Monarch. And yeah, see if we can get him. Any deck having the Monarch instead of you is bad news bears. Let's see what our opponent wants to do. Probably block. Yeah, it was a pretty good draw. So we are going for the win because that's what we do. Pay 2 life. Try to pump the Sky Hunter. So Doomblade is really the worst here. They got Doomblade. They got Doomblade. Nothing we can do. Tragic Slip doesn't necessarily mean they win the game. Yeah. They go to 1 here. Oh, what is this? Oh, no. Opponent doing everything they can. Wow. They, yeah, so they had 2 Tragic Slips. Hard to play around that. We play another flyer. Hopefully we'll be at least be able to save the Monarch next turn. Yeah, but they're like, they're the Monarch. So it's not looking great for us. I don't know that they have a ton more removal that really gets us here, but I guess we're going to find out. They're drawing a lot of extra cards, so. And that was really bad news. That was a tragic slip indeed. Yeah. Them having, they don't run that many removal spells, and them having 2 tragic slips, like exactly 2 tragic slips there, really sucks. Oh, good. So War Falcon's going to be going down. Yeah. It isn't very effective. And we have to eat this Wickerburrow Elder with our first journey. Oh no, they can just kill the journey in response, right? Yeah. Elder gonna get in. Zombie gonna get in. Sure. I think we're gonna take 5. We want them to have to sacrifice a creature to kill our War Falcon, so that at least it trades. Our deck is playing a variation on the Morbid deck that we've seen. See you, Joel. Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, we can't join the Elder. I'm gonna try another card. Yeah, it's like green, black, morbid or something. So the professor, and I believe... Oh, does it? No, they can just do this at instant speed. Oh, yeah, it's just exiled forever. Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, so it's like green, black, morbid. The professor did a video on it. I believe Tolarian Community College also did a video on it, and my deck is the best. Thanks, deck. Ah, jeez. So I think we got real unlucky these last two games. We drew a lot of lands for this deck. I guess our opponent did manage to chew through our resources. I am number one, Joel. Number one. So they did manage to grind a good number of our resources. If this is like a Pulse Marasa, then that's gotta be it. Like Pulse for Wake Dancer or something. Yeah. Yeah, also the double Tragic Slip and this Pulse. So that's pretty much it, guys. I'll play it out. We'll see what happens. But Fluffy Wolf, were you lurking? Were you lurking and and things were going tragically, and then you popped in just to let me know you were here? No, I'm just kidding, man. I'm just kidding. We're all right. We're okay. It was just really unlucky. You drew a bunch of lands in my white weenie deck here. Yeah, I'm gonna take, yep. Yep. Right. Hey, I still got the tight plays though. I didn't block this Thorn of the Black Rose. I just got here, promise. What's up, Maverick Girl? How are you doing? Yeah, this is Core Skyfisher in 6 planes. Our opponent beat our Mutagenic Growth with 2 Tragic Slips and turned the corner seriously hard. Exhausted, but well. Brutal. I watched this YouTube video today. It was like, how to not always be tired. And the guy was like, go to bed earlier. And I was like, what is this? Content. Like the aliens guy memes. So anyway, we're dead. So if I block here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. I guess I could go to 1 here, but they're at 10. We have like Thraben Inspector to draw into something else, but we're dead here. So I'm gonna call it here for this matchup. That was wild. We just have to hit another land, and this hand is actually very good. And we do get to hit a turn 1 Thraben Inspector. We still got a lot of 1-drops in our deck. So we will do this. I prefer if you didn't share personal information, but I don't know. That's on you, man. Nobody add that number. All right, so Thraben Inspector comes in. And yeah, we're off to the races. Nah, I don't think they do. Oh, this Impulse is wicked. Well, you know what you're going to do? You're going to be up like $3,900. That's how that's going to play out. Nice, we found our other land. Okay, so I think it is time to just Cavalry Drill Master here. We're going to sneak in some damage. It's definitely our best play. Gotta get that 1 land win again. That was sweet. All right. Who wants to fill me in? Like, why? And it's not like I'm gonna just be out here screaming my social security number or anything, but like, why is it so important? You know what I mean? Like, what can people do? Like, because I feel like we have access to so many ways to protect yourself. Oh my God, guys, get the phone numbers out of the chat. I feel like we have so many ways to protect ourselves. Like, can somebody just like ruin your identity with your sin now? And that's I'm also not trying to inspire people to post them, by the way. Don't. But like, can't they? So we're gonna attack. We will Skyfisher, pick up Drill Master, and pass. We want to make Jenny ours. Why am I thinking Jesse's girl? Our opponent's gonna resolve a Muldrifter here and have 3 colorless mana to be fighting us with. Simic Signet, up to 2 colored mana to fight us with, and Prophetic Prism. This is Tron, gang, and this isn't one of the fun Trons. Really? Just like wider board? That's probably a good point. Yeah, because we get in wider. No, I agree. And they could have played like a Crusher that turn or something. That would have really sucked. So I will put this on Thraben Inspector just so that it allows it to get in. And next turn we're going to run out our... We're going to keep their Mull Drifter, so I'm assuming they got some Ghostly Flicker shenanigans in hand. Tron is fun in Pauper, though. Only when I'm playing it. And laughing hysterically. Our opponent's playing really fast, too, so I feel like they're on, like, the capsize plan. And they get just enough blue mana to do it. Ugh. Tron. This is just what happens though. If we don't get under them in any kind of meaningful way, then they just win. So, like, yeah, I think Ulamog's Crusher is looking a whole lot like Stonewall Jackson out here right now. Where else can you play Rhystic Circle? Yeah, that's true. I think Rhystic Circle is best in this deck. Let's go to combat. Attack with Skyfisher. We can still put pressure on them. So if we like Thraben Inspector, Sky Hunter, then we still have a chance to potentially win with Mutagenic Growth next turn. So we will we'll play to that out. And hopefully they don't have just a jillion Moments pieces or something in hand. That runs all the Pauper Aurochs. Man, gotta have that cow synergy going. 4 to 5 color control. Tron is good for the format. Tier 2 deck with lots of play to it. Yeah, I don't know. It's tier 2. Like, you see people go off. With it consistently enough. Yeah, I probably will sack the clues. I got lots of gas over here. And we might actually need our lands to commit multiple creatures a turn from here on in. Ideally, they won't play another Ulamog's Crusher here. Now, we'll see what our opponent wants to do. They've F6'd. Is it time for us to lose? We'll attack with everything. I wonder if this is going to be like block with Mull Drifter, pulse back, and damage. What is this? 6 mana. Capsize. Teachings for Moments piece. Guys, let the fun begin. Here comes the Moments piece. Yep. So this is why our opponent's playing really fast. We've discovered it. Probably still not blocking an Ulamog's Crusher this turn, but yeah, Mud Traum was pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty much over. They have functionally 3 turns worth of Moments piece and an Ulamog's Crusher out. And we could draw like a Journey. If we draw a Journey, there might be a way out. But like, we got to block this Crusher pretty quick. Opponent gonna flashback Teachings. Get another Teachings probably. Yeah, this is pretty bad. Heading towards the dark side. My favorite, yeah, so they get another Teachings. My favorite Tron deck is definitely the Mlovebow blue, like mostly mono white variant. I had so much fun playing that deck, man. Like that crazy match against 12 is no different than 4 here. I had so much fun playing that. Do we start sacking Thraben Inspectors? No, because we still want to be able to threaten lethal. We also want to be able to... Yeah, come on, Journey. Top deck Journey, let's go. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I really did. Yep, still not going to block because they have enough mana to Rolling Thunder us to death anyway, so I don't really see the point. Yeah, and they can Fog for 100 years. I guess they can probably just Teachings for Condescend for a Jillion at this point. Maybe look at Greedy, I don't know. Mnemonic Wall, sure. Gets back Moments piece. Yeah. Alright, so opponent has Moments piece in hand. Ulamog's Crusher live on board. No top deck Journey to Nowhere. I think I'm going to scoop it up. Like, It's pretty it's pretty academic for them at this point. We're at 4. We have to try to chump this Crusher for the rest of our lives and sack permanence the entire time. I guess I'll play it out for like one more turn. I'll play it out for like 1 or 2 more turns. I'm not going all the way down yet. So we'll put a Cartouche on Sky Hunter. Just more blockers for Mole Drifters if we ever do get to that kind of stabilization point. And we'll pass. But we're chump blocking for the rest of our lives. So are they promo on Moto? Yeah, get in there. Opponent's gonna Teachings. We probably should have made them use the Moments piece. And they get Ghostly Flicker. And Teachings for what now? I'm just gonna draw their deck. I'd be super in on this matchup. Do you mean like super into it, or we probably should have made them use it there. I don't even know that we could have threatened 7 damage around their board. But regardless, I probably at least should have done that math. I feel like I'm playing glacially slowly, but we're really not even that far behind our opponent on time. We can block and kill the Crusher here too, so I think that is what I'm going to do. Yep, so we will sack, token, and Thraben Inspector. I still want to keep my lands just in case I draw Thraben Inspector Clue. Go to blocks. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, I'm not happy about putting this in front here, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if we see Capsize here, I might as well put everything in front of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, I shouldn't put this in front of it. Because if they don't have Capsize in their deck, we'll need a blocker for Mole Drifter to ever have a hope in the entire universe here. But I'm pretty sure they're going to like Teachings for Capsize and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Crusher is dead. Pretty good Wrath effect right there. And what's this? Oh, they're just going to pulse it back. Never mind. Pretty ready to scoop it up here. But we'll see. Like I said, there's ways. There are ways. Our opponent could deck themselves. We could resolve this journey potentially. For life EV, probably not very long from now. But I top decked the journey, so worth it. Oh, come on. Opponent, no. Come on, no. Opponent. Come on, now. Come on. Annihilator 6. Annihilator Pulse of Marasa. That's nasty. So they can't Teachings for Condescend here. Ah, frig. The opponent just had the Condescend. The Value Pulse, yeah. Why are you the way you are, opponent? Yeah, so awkward stuff happened for them there. We can't force through enough damage to kill them. Even with this mutagenic growth, I don't think. They just block with everything. I guess we could kill Wall. They don't have Pulse in hand. But, we kill Drifter. They just don't have to block this with Wall. They'll probably block like this, and then we die. So, man, I don't know. I think we're just dead. I'm gonna concede. They have so many mystical teachings, and pulses, and like they just have access to too much of that stuff. We're not getting anywhere. So last breath, probably not good enough to bring in here. I think it's just gonna have to be Relic of Progenitus and get off the ground so fast. And if that's the case, then I don't even know that we want Journeys. I think Relic might even come in over Journey. No, Journey is okay against this deck. Mutagenic Growth can win us the game out of nowhere. Javelineers probably aren't even as good as Deathblade Elite. because it can fog the Crusher while we dig. I don't know that taking creatures out is a good idea either, though. Creatures for relics feels kind of bad. Maybe not all the Javelineers, because they can kind of peg in those last couple of damage. Yeah, I'm gonna leave these in, because if they start moments piecing us when we have Javelineers on board, we might be okay. You knew what wasn't gonna happen. Scooped on turn 1 Tron land. Oh yeah, that's happened. Where's that white land destruction? Angelic Purge, is that the one? See you, Wheeler RPG. Have a great night, man. Thanks for coming in. Enjoy your dog walk. Sounds sweet. Yeah, so we got to bring our relics in. I think I'm gonna shave a Deathblade Elite, shave a Journey, because these are only answering Crushers. They probably don't even have 4 in their deck. And I think, and shave removal. Yeah. So I'll shave a couple. I'll go down to 2 Journeys. We're not trying to remove their creatures at all, are we? Deathblade Elite will get rid of their walls and get a bigger creature through. So yeah, I'm with you there. You know, like, what are we doing? Like journeying an Ulamog's Crusher? And then if we journey an Ulamog's Crusher and they have like Ghostly Flicker, like by the time they have 8 mana, yeah. By the time they have 8 mana, we're in bad shape. So we would love to go first. Javelineers, Cartouche, hope to find a second land. I don't think this is that bad, so I will keep. It's awkward, but if this can start picking up Cartouche of Solidarity, that can get out of hand real quick. Oh, it doesn't even destroy lands. He's gonna miss the 1 land hand win again. Well, hopefully it is a 1 land hand win. Let's see. Leonin Squire will definitely, or Leonin Sky Hunter will definitely come down if I draw a land next turn over Cartouche, because we might draw more lands and be able to do like Cartouche Skyfisher in the same turn. Put on Basic Island, so at least it's like a little bit of a slow draw. We don't draw land, so we will Cartouche Boosh here. Turn that clock up. We're pretty much a Delver deck. Like, we have 3 power on board on turn 2, right? All right. Opponent gets the turn back. They're at 18. Pretty comfy life total for Tron. Now we got to draw lands. No, it's not a land, but it is a creature. So play Thraben Inspector. Our opponent tanks at really weird times. Yep, we're stuck on lands, but I don't... Once we get our second one, we should be okay. Go attacks, get in for 15, or get them down to 15. Oh, man, and they just drew the rest of the Tron. Well, that's fantastic. That's exactly how I wanted this to play out. Yep, our turn. Land drop? Okay, so we'll go to combat and swing. Play Sky Hunter, and we're going to use Skyfisher to reset a land next turn, probably. It just gets more damage in than Cartouche. It does have a bigger butt, I guess, but yeah, we're just going to play Sky Hunter. It represents more damage than creating another warrior token. We might have to use this to reset a land to play another 1-drop next turn. Who knows? Maybe we'll get there. Opponent will assemble Tron. Da, 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 da. How impressive. Yay. I really hate playing against Tron, guys. Nice. Got a Deep Analysis. That's a good one. I like that card. They are kind of choked on color mana. Serrated Arrows. Oh, good. That's not like... It's not that good against us. It's pretty good against us. It's really good with Ghostly Flicker. All right, our turn. Cartouche. This is kind of awkward, but I'm going to do this pre-combat. So, play Skyfisher. Pick up a land. Replay the land. Cartouche up the Sky Hunter. And go to combat. Swing for a good amount. They're going to kill off the token. Yep. We'll get another token. I'd much rather they're using that removal on tokens than these creatures. They take 5. We're representing 7 next turn with Drill Master in hand. So let's hope we just got off the ground too quick for them to handle it. Oh, nice. Green mana. Just what I wanted to see. They're going to tap it right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. And in Rovohor. Fabulous. Yep. And we'll just pitch another Sky Hunter. Can we still get him? Doesn't really feel like it from this position. Kabira Crossroads. Alright, so let's play that. And we'll Sky Hunter here because I'd rather this resolves than just a one-time Drill Master pump. So we will Sky Hunter. Go to combat. Attack with Skyfisher. And yeah, they're going to shrink down Skyfisher, sure. Sack Expedition map. I don't know, it might be able to force through damage. Like, they might tap in a weird way that doesn't allow them to fog on a turn when they have to. It's like, as a pump spell, it's pretty compelling. It lets us commit two power to the board without waiting for it. So I'm glad to have that kind of like versatility, depending on how this game plays out. And we'll ping you down to 5. Because now we do have 5 damage in the air. So they have to have like fog or something. So I'm going to Drill Master. We actually don't want anything trading with this. And, okay, so how do I do this? So they can put a counter on this and kill it. So we're not pumping that. They can put a counter on this. We'd only get in for 2. 3, 4. We'd only get in for 4. 5. I think it is Skyfisher as well. Having 2 1/1 flyers as opposed to... Yeah, I think it's Skyfisher too, though. I also think that they have a fog here. And this is objectively just real bad news for us, but I guess we're going to find out. It does force them to put a counter on Skyfisher, though. So we'll attack with everything. So they have to have more than just a block with the Rovohor here to not lose. And they've got Moment's Peace. Woo! Everybody root for the fun Tron deck. The hero we needed. They cast actually 1 Deep Analysis this game. That's the only card draw they've played. And they've got the Moment's Peace. So, teachings for Moment's Peace? Yeah, they're just, oh no, Flicker. So they're going to Flickered in Rovohor, Serrated Arrows. We will pitch Loyal Cathar when the worst happens. Yeah. No, they just, that I don't know, man. I can't just keep getting lucky opponents all night, I guess, but it is what it is. So, yep, no combat damage happens this turn. We're F6'd. And we pass it back to our opponent, who now has infinite mystical teachings, essentially. It's pretty bad. Like, if we can't kill this deck before they get off the ground, then it's just like GG's. But play to your outs, right, gang? That was pretty nuts, though. Like, that was a pretty good draw. Gotta give it to him. Now, the only way out I can see here is to, like, prevent them from using that much card draw by forcing action every turn. So I am going to do that. So I'll go to combat and attack with Skyfisher. They might just take 1 or Serrated Arrows it. Yep. But now we get to keep our 2-1. Now, for a second, we get to keep our 2-1. It's feeling that way, huh? So we'll commit some more flyers. We're not, like, it's not completely over, but they haven't had to cast any of the rest of their Jillian Moments pieces. So they have three. They can fog us for 3 turns, and cast a deep analysis in the meantime. It's feeling. I feel like the percentage is actually fairly low. Don't know how deep you've gone on a Denova horror game, but I haven't won against this board state very many times, and I have lost to it with my opponent on like 30 seconds a fair few times. Yeah, so yeah, I will. Don't worry, I will. I'm here to play games, man. I'm here to jam matches, not scoop. We'll wait till the hopelessness completely crystallizes and I'm actually weeping. And then once I'm weeping, we'll proceed to scoop phase. All right, so our opponent... That's interesting. So, yeah, I am going to try to cartouche up a Sky Hunter pre-combat. I'm all great. You love games? You leave a drink from a shoe? Go to combat and we'll attack with the flyers. Threatening 5 damage. They probably have a pulse for this Muldrifter. That's when we're really close to the crying starting. Oh, is it just more Ghostly Flickers? Teachings for Ghostly Flicker? No, they're actually going to snap off the Moments piece here. Okay. So, I don't know. Forbidden Alchemy. Yeah, they have teachings for more Moments pieces. Yeah, it's going to be bad. So, yeah. No combat damage for our opponent to worry about this turn. It still has first strike. That's kind of bizarre that they would shrink that one down. But maybe they're just going to work on it real slow-like. You know what? I'm going to take a break for the sake of my impending carpal tunnel. And that'll be it. Oh, Crusher. Good. Let's get this over with, huh? Can I flashback? Can I still flashback teachings? 6. Of course they can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So they can. They get black mana out of one of these. So they can get a Moments piece here. I imagine they will. Attack like this. Block, arrows, 2. I think I'm going to attack with everything. So that at least they have to Moments piece. I have 3 relics in the deck. Do you just have natural Moments piece? Don't be a jerk. They didn't have to tap out for the mystical teachings? Okay, they are going to flash it back. Okay, sure. So here comes Moments piece. I believe. Yeah. Yep. So we didn't even have to pump fake mutagenic growth here. Actually, Tron doesn't really run that many counter spells. The thing about Relic, like, Relic is a lot better because you can control your opponent's graveyard over time. Like, Gurmag Angler is such a good card in this format that being able to just, like... Oh, great. Not Mnemonic Wall for Moments piece. Oh, Mnemonic Wall for Ghostly Flicker. Okay, so they've established a Serrated Arrows loop here. We're pretty close. Yeah, we're pretty close here. So I can't think of any. And this is just dead anyway. So yeah, we'll take 8. But yeah, that's it. So they have 1, 2, 3. How many color sources? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they can pretty much flicker this 5 times, kill like 1, 2, 3 of our creatures. I think that's it. Let's get a top deck. Just locate there. I'm going to scoop it up here, guys. So what's going to happen is our opponent can Ghostly Flicker, Serrated Arrows, and Mnemonic Wall 5 times. And what that means is that they can put 5 -1/-1 counters on our creatures at instant speed, which, you know, like we could play around it with mutagenic growth, but they also have a Moments piece. So if they fog us this turn and then on their turn wipe our board, we don't really have a way back. And even if even after all that, They could just dig to another Forbidden Alchemy. I guess it doesn't hurt to actually play it out. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's give him one more turn. We'll make him do it so that you guys can see it. I shouldn't have even explained it. So we'll attack with everything. And see how they choose to play it out. They could misplay. That's definitely possible. Does not appear that they are going to misplay. But yeah, it looks like they're taking the line. Slowly removing my creatures. Yep. Mm-hmm. Demystify off the top. So yeah, so this is that Tron loop. I'm just gonna let that go. There isn't really, you know, get them with the mutagenic growth, right? There will be times to get them with the mutagenic growth. And that was not one of them. They can also just flick an Overhorde to bounce our creatures. Yep. Mm-hmm. So we will pitch Loyal Cathar. And I'm just gonna go through the blocks. I really don't know what's going on here. Are they tapping on a Moment's Peace mana? Downshift World Slayer? What's World Slayer? Downshift Balance. Right? Like... Yeah, so our opponent's going to keep doing that. I wonder if they're going to tap out a Ghostly Flicker. Mm-hmm. So Cavalry Drill Master will get the pitch. And go through the blocks. They are going to make blocks. So we'll mutagenic route this, although it doesn't really matter because they can just flicker. Yeah. They might flashback their Moments Piece. They might just pulse Dinrova Horror. Yeah, here comes Flicker. Now, if we had a way to get them while they were tapped out, that might have been worth it. But, yeah. Our opponent is Hellbent, despite the Moments Pieces and Forbidden Alchemies and stuff in their graveyard. Yep. And Ghostly Flicker will get them up to speed fairly quick. So, we're dead. I wanted you guys to see it though. Ooh, this is quirky. I'm gonna keep this. So I think this is gonna be one of those Core Skyfisher pick up a land on turn 2 draws. But if we draw another creature to commit for this Cavalry Drill Master and then just keep bouncing it and replaying it with Skyfishers, I feel like we're gonna get on the beatdown pretty quick. Ran Bank on Monday. What's Bank? What is Bank? So I'll play Kabira Crossroads here. I think if we play like Kabira Crossroads and Skyfishers and stuff like that, our opponent might let us... Oh, no, okay. So this is blue-red fairies. This is one of those weird slow ninja decks that we've been running into. We got the Journey for the Ninja. I feel like that's what's coming. Otherwise, they may have cantripped there. Granted, they might just have a bunch of removal spells. All right, our turn. We draw land. So what should I expect here? Spell Stutter Sprite or Prohibit, I imagine. So yeah, we're gonna do that awkward old Skyfisher back a land trick, I guess. Oh, jank auto-corrected. Unless they have Prohibit here. I don't know that I see a lot of main deck Prohibits. Oh, Spell Stutter Sprite. Okay, sure. Pretty good. This card's nuts. We don't have Electricaries either. So this deck can take down Delver decks. It can happen. So I guess we're gonna have to try to see how that works out. It's gonna be really awkward when I'm journeying this Delver later. Yep. Attacks. No land drop, which is notable. And I certainly appreciate it. Sky Hunter. I got a feeling they have removal up here, so I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to Journey the Muldrifter, Journey the Delver this turn. Imagine if this was the same as Muldrifter. And then once we Journey this, then we have a lot less to worry about. And we can play 2 spells next turn in Skyfisher or Sky Hunter. Picking up our Crossroads, getting a little bit of incremental life gain, getting out of the whatever kind of fast fairy beat range that they're trying to get us in. All right, let's see what we got. Ponder, pretty good card. Opponent hitting their land drops. But we got more Skyfishers where that came from. Lots of fairy blocking goodness on the horizon. Don't be Ninja, please. They didn't shuffle, so I don't know. I imagine something good's coming here. Either they have another Spell Stutter, but we can't just play around Spell Stutters all night. Like, we will have to run out Skyfisher here. All right, War Falcon. That doesn't really change my mind about anything. Don't make your land drop yet. Maybe it is just Sky Hunter, War Falcon. Start getting these Drill Masters going. Yeah, actually, I think Skyfisher is actually much more important. This might be a Firebolt deck, too. Which is actually just really good against us. So yeah, so I think I actually am going to go Sky Hunter. War Falcon? Our opponent's going to counter. Mana Leak? No. Never. Okay, so now we're going to just Skyfisher back Crossroads. So we can start attacking with Skyfisher next turn. We can commit Drill Master if we want. Actually, yeah, that sounds a lot better. So let's hope our opponent doesn't have a removal spell. And then we'll go double Drill Master, threaten 6 damage just like that. Play a War Falcon. Oh, come on. When your opponents always have it. Okay, they're going to Ponder, set up their next 3 turns. Jeez, guys, is this going to be one of those nights? I think it is. They're not going to shuffle again off the Ponder. There's a Fairy Miscreant. All right, I guess it's our turn to resolve some spells here. Unfortunately, none of these are very good at blocking fairies. They are pretty good at attacking through them. There's Sky Hunter. Okay, so play Sky Hunter. And I actually think I am just going to run out War Falcon here. I imagine our opponent has just infinite more removal here. But I feel like we have to get value out of these Drill Masters if we're going to win this game. So let's see what else they draw off their Ponder. Oh yeah, I imagine there is a Daze or 2 in this deck. Fancy Islands for our opponent. Oh, I like that. The chains outside of it. Hitting their land drops. I imagine this is a Muldrifter deck too, so getting a Cartouche for a Sky Hunter or War Falcon would be pretty nice. I don't know that we're going to block here. I think double Drill Master is good enough. Okay, cool. So let's double Drill Master, spread the love. Glad to have this Mutagenic Growth on tap here to protect one of these from a Lightning Bolt. Oh, come on, opponent. You can only play the no fun for so long. So play another Drill Master. We're going to target the War Falcon here. See if we can't 2 for 1 our opponent. Go to combat. Attack. And I mean, we're not in awful shape here. We'll see if they even do block. 2 red mana up. We've seen 1 Lightning Bolt. I guess it depends on how many Lightning Bolts they run. Gonna double block with fairies. That's okay with us. I am going to use this Mutagenic Growth here. I guess they can bolt in response, which is certainly unfortunate, but they don't, and that's actually pretty good for us. All right, getting a bit of damage through. Nice. All right, see what our opponent drops. I imagine probably something weird. A land Muldrifter could be trouble. Are we out of their ponder turns yet? No. Lightning Bolt for Warfalcon, for Sky Hunter, okay. And we're going to proceed back on the beatdown. Yep. No ninja one time. No ninja. Deck, you're the best, man. You know, you've been real good to me tonight, and I appreciate it a lot. Thank you. So I think if our opponent blocks this, hey, PJMC Snooty, thanks for the bits. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And welcome to the first place bit donator with your 100 bits. You did it. You're the best around. They're going to block Warfalcon, which is interesting because it would turn off if this died. So I don't know. Maybe that's just kind of an afterthought. We'll play a land, pass the turn. To enable, like, I don't know, like Thraben Inspector, crack a clue, play a 2-drop. Spellstutter just raw dogging it. Probably to Spellstutter something else. Spellstutter a 2-drop. Deck, man, like, dude. Tonight is the possibly Pauper playable equivalent of popular movie Cool Runnings. I don't know if you guys ever saw that one, Cool Runnings. So I think it's worth bluffing at this point. Our opponent might not know what we have. And 5 mana is about all we'll ever need. Opt, eh? I don't know what the frig's going on over here. Budget Delver shenanigans or something. No commander tonight. Hey, Angry Sloth. Yeah, it's been a little bit. Thank you. Land drops have some real bad beats tonight. Also, yeah, also Terry going to have a look at the deck list, see how many lands are in there. I am the land shepherd. Hear me roar. How many games is that we've hit our 6th land drop in a row tonight? Whatever though. Like, you know, if you're not playing Ponders and Preordains, you can't really expect to run as well as your opponent. So it is what it is. Let's see if we get a Delver flip. Flippity flip. They did opt. So it's possible that they could have flipped. They reveal Lava Runner, which is actually fairly bad here. We just drew a bunch of lands. Oh, it's a blue blacklist too? What am I doing, man? All right, hold up. I'm going to fix that list real quick. In a sec. All right. We're just going to keep passing through. And just look it up on YouTube. Yeah, Deluxe played it as well. Deluxe did really well with it. We find a Javelineers. That's actually okay here, especially if we can run it into this Delver before it flips. But they could. I feel like they got a Spell Stutter. They don't Spell Stutter that. We have 1 card in hand. Should we attack? Hit them for 2. Put them to 8. Take 3. No, I feel like we have to block this Lava Runner. I feel like we're going to have to try to grind him out with Thraben Inspectors. All right. We back. We out here. Terry with those next level post in the deck list plays. All right. They're going to reveal the Fairy Miscreant. Sure. No Delver flips yet. No removal spells for the Javelineers. So that means I'll get to kill this. Maybe find a Skyfisher to reset this. Yup. Come on, no ninjas. So we'll go to blocks. Block like this. And they're pecking in. They're definitely looking like a better aggro deck than us. Thraben Inspector. Thank the gods. You think so? Like, Elves is like a 16-line deck, and that's with, like, mana producers and stuff. Oh man, so we're kind of going off here. So we'll kill that, and we gotta hope they don't have a spell stutter sprite here. And we're going to Skyfisher back Javelineers. And stability? Stability! One Skyfisher and you get there. Oh, Elves is a 12 land deck? Does that count land grant? They have a lot more than 4 mana producers too, though. I don't know. I feel like the chances of you... Well, we can play on 1 land. So because we can survive on 1 land, opponent pump fake him with the fairies. We're going to block Spell Stutter Sprite for the logic that we'd rather than pick up a Fairy Miscreant for a Ninja if that's what's going to happen here. Of course, we don't want that to happen, but just forcing through damage. That seemed pretty weird to me. So we'll go to combat. We're going to leave up Javelineers. We'll probably actually just kill this Fairy with Javelineers here. I know, Maverick Girl was in the chat earlier and everything. Maybe I shouldn't even say anything about land grant. So they go to 7. They're a Lightning Bolt deck. I guess we have seen a couple of them. So maybe we should be aware of that. They also have Lava Runner. So yeah, so I'm going to pass. I'll kill this in their beginning of combat step if they don't play Lava Runner. We really don't want this to attack and be unblocked and get ninja'd and all that nonsense, but we can still do that in their attack step. Frig. They're going to attack, so we'll kill it now. So no ninja, they pass. They're Aven Inspector. Woot! Nice. It resolves. Draw a card. Another Javelineers. So I think we can just go to combat here. Attack with everything. And they're at 7, actually. So are we representing lethal? Not quite. Next turn. All right. Well, yeah. You know what? It's kind of like results-oriented thinking, I guess, where we're so low. Like, we've hit lands so many times in this match. But still, yeah, you might be right. You might be right that I could drop a couple lands. My general heuristic about Pauper... We did it, guys. My general heuristic about Pauper decks is to, like, take it for how many lands it has and then, like, add a couple. So I'm going to fix this up while we get the chance. And yeah, what are we bringing in against Delver? Got Javelineers and Deathblades, which I feel like are actually pretty good against it. I think Sunlance comes in here over Journey. So we can kill their turn 1 play. And Delvers and stuff. And maybe we even want Last Breaths over other Journeys because it's instant speed. We can play on their end step. Actually seems kind of okay. The rest of our deck feels kind of teched out to beat this blue-red variant going on. I don't think we want anything else. It feels really good to just trade non-creature spells for other non-creature spells that I feel just act better in this matchup. So we're gonna run like that. Yeah, I don't think we want it here. They might just have red for Lightning Bolt as far as I know, but I could be wrong. This could be like a Blitz deck or something, like Fairy Blitz. It's definitely hard to sideboard. I just saw fairies, so I sideboarded pretty much for mono blue Delver, I think. Instant speed and efficient removal. Yeah, Strands might not be that bad. Like 1 for a mutagenic growth. I'm going to try to sneak that in there. There we go. But I don't want to go down that many mutagenic growths because it counters their... Yeah, that's true. I don't really want to take 1 or 2 relic for 1 or 2 lands out. Frees up 2 sideboard spots possibly, and it's graveyard synergy decks. Fairy Blitz. You know what I like blitzing fairies with? A Pestilence. Just like Jamie Oliver taught you. Just get them all in a blender and give them a whack. This hand's really good. So Deathblade Elite, if we draw First Strike or something like that, give it First Strike with this Drill Master to make them block with one of their important creatures. We also have something to remove a turn 1 Delver or something like that. Prismatic Strands if things get sticky later on. So this is a pretty good hand. Ponders turn 1. Okay, so our turn 1 play will be Deathblade Elite. We're going to hope they don't have removal for it, of course. And then hopefully on their turn they play a creature and we can Drill Master the heck out of it. Boom, 2 lands. Lands all day. Okay, we're not hitting additional lands, so that's good. There's probably an argument for running a Thraben Inspector here, but I think Deathblade Elite into them playing any relevant creature with us having Drill Master on board is just so good. Oh, I'm thinking about the Take Vengeance all the time here now. That's like the ultimate task of this series, is to highlight new cards, and I want to highlight something as mundane as like a 2-mana white removal spell. It's my duty, and I'm sticking to it. You get it? I'm sticking to my duty. Oh man, Doug 69 Grannies love that one, man. Is it a good place for Take Vengeance? Yeah, maybe. Land drops all day. Okay, so this isn't a Cavalry Drill Master turn. This is going to be Thraben Inspector into a Spell Stutter Sprite. I might not even want to attack here, so I'll play this out, just in case they do run out Spell Stutter Sprite here. Because I feel like having 3 mana up next turn and Drill Master Thraben Inspector to do the counter magic bait is pretty okay. And if they don't flash in a Spell Stutter Sprite to block, then that's all good too. Alright, let's try to resolve a couple of 1-drops. Yep. Thraben Inspector. I imagine there's a sprite coming down, and I actually might just kill it. Yep. Yep. Because I still feel like they're a ninja deck. And we'll Sunlines this. We should be able to provoke anything they play next turn. Come on, no Daze. This is a Daze deck. Pretty nice island to be picking it up. Man, I don't know. Give it a Goldfish a couple times with like 16 lands. Oh, I am, and if not more. It me. For sure. So we're gonna bait counter magic with Thraben Inspector. They might play a Spell Stutter Sprite, at which point we can get our Drill Master to provoke it and kill it. So let's try to resolve Thraben Inspector. Thraben Inspector resolves. So they might only have hard counter up here, so I am just going to jam this Drill Master. If they want to hard counter this, then that's a hard counter out of their hand, and we can just start drawing cards. They won't be able to 1-for-1 us for very long. Especially where they don't have red sources. How did they opt? They bottomed with opt, so I think they're on removal. Don't have red sources. So we'll go to combat, swing with Deathblade Elite. They have 4 cards in hand, so we just we're kind of hoping they're having an awkward mana draw like we've had all night. All right, opponent, what have you? There's the red source they've been looking for. And I feel like Deathblade Elite's finally going to bite the dust. Oh, it's just Lava Runner. Okay, that doesn't really matter. Yep. Cartouche would be nuts here. Lava Runner's going to attack. Sure. 3 cards in our opponent's hand, and it's our turn. Land. All right, so let's crack a clue. Something that gives us first strike. It's pretty rad. Pretty rad indeed. No counter magic. Come on. Sweet. All right, so let's go to combat. Attack, attack. Provoke the Lava Runner. Yep. What? Oh, let's see if I have 0.08 ticks. It's looking like they're clunking out pretty good. No, you gotta block, man. I know it feels bad, but you gotta. All right. So that dies, they take 1, and we should be able to get away with it here. I feel like Deathblade is just going to kind of peck apart the fairy board, and we get a Sunlance to disrupt anything else that we're not feeling very good about. I really don't know what they were on there. A bunch of red spells, apparently. Maybe a Muldrifter or something? They're going to bolt that. Yeah, unfortunately, nothing we can do about that. Sure. 2 cards in hand. And we'll see what they play. Nothing. Good. Javelineers, so we'll go to combat and swing. We want any shenanigans they're going to get up to happen now. And pretty happy to be able to leave a Prismatic Strands in the face of any removal. I will Prismatic Strands to save an Ication Javelineers. I'm definitely not above it. So let's see if they get hard. Even if they have hard counter, it doesn't really matter. Like, I'm not above flashing it back. Red. Shouts out to Proteus for the Prismatic Strands tech. They're going to pass. All right. So we should be able to lock it up there now while we draw more lands because my deck is so nice. Maybe you're right about the 16 lands. Or just like a couple of secluded steps. Not many, though. Terry's going to give it a couple goldfishes with a couple less lands. See if he can remain consistent. Yeah, super happy to have Strands in the bin. Javelineer, Sunlance for the first threat they do play. Opponent's going to message me. They're going for a hike. GG's, enjoy your hike. Last match of the night, and we got a good one, gang. So it's going to be Javelineers, Deathblade, Inspector, or just Deathblade Crossroads, or just Cathar if they are a removal deck. Yeah, I'm keeping this. This is a good hand. So we'll go Plains, Javelineers. We'll see what they're on. There could be a reason to have Deathblade come down next turn. See you later, Fluffy. Enjoy. Enjoy. Hopefully I'll see you around your stream later on tonight. Fluffy gave us the win we needed. All right. We'll pass. We'll see what our opponent's turn one looks like. Give an Ication Javelineers a good read. Ooh, looks like Skred Delver. All right. So we're going to want this Javelineers to survive. And if it's going to be Skred Delver, we're going to want to resolve our Cathar here. We might hold on to this Deathblade Elite for a second. Just going to bolt the Javelineers. I wouldn't hold it against them. Next turn's probably going to be Crossroads Deathblade Elite. We're just going to pass. I'd like for this to survive precisely one more turn. So that we can potentially fight a 1-drop through a Spell Stutter. Just going to cycle on Ash Barrens. Okay. Oh, God. Okay. Skred Delver. Here we go. The format's menace. Coming in. I'll kill a Delver too. Delver's really good against us. Especially if they tap out a blue mana. Red mana. I'm going to Skred the Javelineers, so we'll ping you. We're going to resolve a couple of pretty good creatures next turn, especially if we can give Deathblade Elite first strike with something we find off of Thraben Inspector. And yeah, we just got to hope they don't... yeah, we have an opportunity to play a tap land here. It's possible that your curve is too high. So it feels like you're flooding when you're really only not winning fast enough. I'd believe that, man. I would 100% believe that. So we'll peck in with Loyal Cathar for 2. Maybe I'm just never winning fast enough, you know? Gonna draw a card if they're Miscreants. This game is real flooding, though. Most are. Or most have felt like it. I think I know what you mean, though. I think, like, I can't really call it flooding after I've cast, like, 6 spells in the run of a game. Like, that doesn't really... That's just me whining, more or less. So opponent's gonna Ninja. We'd really love to find a way to kill this Ninja with our Deathblade Elite next turn. We're even gonna get a redraw. No more lands. Let me know, Wheeler RPG. Give me that no land spirit. Inspector. So we're going to draw because we might find a way to give Deathblade Elite first strike, take out this Ninja. So go to combat. Attack, attack. and play a Thraben Inspector and pass. Oh my goodness. Gonna be another one of these, huh? They're at 14, which is not irrelevant. Got a couple of answers for Ninja. Not great ones, but we do have answers for Ninja. This is one of those decks too. We have to make this really hard decision against Ninja decks sometimes. Back from a walk, rained out. Oh man, well sorry about that, EA Cleed. We're coming up to the end of the stream here very shortly. You know what? You can always check the replays over on my YouTube channel. Bada boom, bada bing. Check it out. But it would be cool. It would be cool to have at least another time slot doing something. I think when I'm ready to commit some more time, then I'll probably do an earlier time slot. Dang, that explains the record. Yep. Well, I mean, we're not doing too bad. We are doing 2-2, which isn't too bad. And opponent. No attacks. Attacks with Fairy Miscreant. A sparse but considerable effort. Yep. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so... They might have a removal spell for Deathblade Elite here. Yeah. Waiting on my apartment to come available in my next attacker's turn, and then we're going to be joining you on stream. Get in here. Get in here, Angry Sloth. Get those... You know what? Like, Drillmaster on this is kind of fine, too. Or, like, I think Cartouche on this, Drillmaster... No, we gotta Cartouche this. So let's hope they don't have a removal spell. No Scred. Scred. I don't want no Scred. Scred is a card that can't get no love from me. And we will Drillmaster up one of our Thraben Inspectors because we're gonna provoke this. Oh, so yeah, so I have played Rhystic Tron. It was a lot of fun. Oh yeah, we're gonna get this bad boy. So we'll go to combat, and hopefully they haven't been like sandbagging a lightning bolt or something. We're gonna swing like this, especially where this has vigilance. Provoke the ninja. I don't know that I would ever advise anyone to provoke a ninja, but you know, some days you just gotta you gotta tell the person to provoke a ninja. Yep. So they're gonna lose their ninja. Probably gonna take a good amount of damage here. They can trade with the front side of a Loyal Cathar, but they're already into block, so they have to block this with ninja, whether they're gonna bolt it or not. But oh yeah, sing along hour. Screds. I don't want no Screds. Your ninja's gonna block my Deathblade Elite. Then you're gonna lightning bolt it. I'm gonna cry. Ninja still can't get through. So that was pretty bad, but it wasn't as bad as it could have been. Our opponent's at 9. We just have to stop drawing lands and be okay. All right, opponent, show us the goods. Gosh dang it, flipped Delver with a lightning bolt. This could have gone better. Opponent's gonna preordain. Yeah, geez, would have liked that Deathblade Elite to stick around, but there wasn't, like, if we could have killed that ninja, I think it was worth the risk. And finds a mountain. The only other mountain in their deck, probably. Those dang ninjas, they're really good, man. Although some people, did you guys see that? There's a tournament, was it in Brazil or something like that? Where there was a deck that opted to not play ninjas. They play like more Spire Golems and Snaps and stuff. It's pretty cool. Our opponent is clocking us admirably, but we still have good attacks on the crackback. Let's see how they want to handle this turn. So we'll go to combat. Probably swing with all but the non-vigilant creature. Yeah, these two have vigilance, so they should be able to get back and block anyway. I want to have at least 2 blockers. So we'll attack like this. Yeah, 2/4, man. It's a twofer. They're going to block a Thraben Inspector. Sure. Take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Down to 3. I don't think it's worth wasting this mutagenic growth here, so yeah, cool. No problem. Now if they draw an extra card, it might not even necessarily mean they win. Because we have mutagenic growth in hand, they're at 3. I think we're in okay shape here. And here comes a bolt. Yeah. I'm willing to do this defensively so that we have a creature around to block Ninja, almost certainly. Another removal spell. Alright, so that's 2 bolts not at our face and at a creature that's going to come back to attack next turn. We still got a way to block their Ninja. And at this point, the extra cards don't matter a whole lot in that it would really only matter if... Okay, well that's pretty good. So they have another bolt to get rid of our creature that can block, unfortunately. Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, no prob. Wow, that was a good number of removal spells. But we're pretty alright against removal spells. So we'll pass through. We still got something to block the Ninja, and I don't know if I will or not. If they swing out, I probably won't. They're gonna preordain. How? How, opponent? I'd be really bad in paper magic for exactly this reason. Like, I just probably wouldn't watch people preordain carefully enough. 1 card on bottom, 1 card on top, 2 cards in hand. And just swinging with Delver. Okay. Can't do anything about that. We go to 9. 2 cards in my opponent's hand. 1 card in my opponent's hand. We draw a land because I'm a god. And... now we just have to aggressively just kind of get in there now. Because we're not going to win the long game. They got a bunch of bolts out of their hand. Yeah, they really do. Yep. Yep. Take 2. Down to 1. Oh, okay. So last card was a Scred. And now we've got to let Ninja get in, which is not ideal. And we drew a bunch of lands. Like as many lands as we did spells, which is pretty unrealistic. Certainly no lightning bolts in our deck. And yeah, our opponent can just draw counter magic and ninjas and more delvers and all kinds of scary stuff now. They could even just draw a lightning bolt and win. But yeah, I figured trading bodies was the best way to get through there. Our opponent just had it, man. We drew lands. We're at 3. They're gonna gush. That's probably it. Gushing for a bolt. Luckily, we do have some stuff to say about Delver decks. It's like Arc Lightning or something crazy. Tandem Lookout. 4 mana. Hold on there, partner. What are you doing? Augur. Augur Reveal Bolt. Preordain, okay. I'm just hanging out for any amount of spice they might have here. Could you guys see any way I could have played around that? I could have played that differently. I don't really. I thought I was going to trade bodies with a couple of fairies and not a Scred. We draw Journey, but unfortunately it is too late. All right. To the sideboard. Okay, goldfishing now. All right, got there. So we'll bring in our more efficient removal over our journeys. And probably bring in a Prismatic Strands over a Mutagenic Growth. That seemed pretty good against our last blue-red opponent. And again, I don't want to go up too many non-creature spells without and dilute our deck. Another Strands would be okay, but I think one is about as many as we can hope to resolve in the run of a game. We'd love to play first. Not yet. I don't know if it's correct. I don't know if it's correct to cut lands. Okay. I'll keep. This is for all the times I complained about being mana screwed. Get to bottom a land. So that was a pretty good value play right there. Mutagenic Growth unfortunately cannot protect War Falcon from a Skred. It's like if in the hypergonomic calculator, Proteus, help me, man. How do you say that word? Gonna Delver on turn 1. Okay. Not super afraid of that start. Drill Master. Well, that's a better Skyfisher target anyway. So I'm going to Drill Master, targeting War Falcon here. Hypergeometric calculator. Thank you, Bozo. Thanks, guys. Yeah, everybody. That's how you do the thing. You use the hypergeometry. I knew that without any help at all. Now you got to use the hypergeography calculator. Hypergeography calculator. Yep, sure do. See if our opponent flips their Delver, and what on? No flip. Things are looking up. Gonna cycle an Ash Barrens, get some red mana, probably kill this. Sure. Yep. And Delver gets in. There's no saving that stuff from Bolt. PS. Okay. More Skyfishers. Isn't that weird? I guess we might as well play around days. So we'll play Skyfisher, pick up Plains. Manipulate that hypergeography. Hypogeothermal detonator. Oh, dang it. I said that on the internet. Now I'm on a list somewhere. That's awkward. Frig. Guys. Are you getting me on a list and stuff? Really? Thought we were cool. Alright. Delver. Gonna flip, I imagine. Well, no, I shuffled last turn, so maybe I won't. Never lucky. Swirling Sandstorm. Oh, we're playing Sandstorm Delver. Our clock is just better than theirs. I might let this Delver get in. Syscoms, you finally made it live. Welcome back. Everyone's on the Sandstorm Delver list. I'm not going to shuffle, so I assume they found a land drop. Nope. Hypus Gemini Metricton Manipulatricianator. I like it, you know? Oh, Delver's staying home. Wouldn't have had it any other way. Okay, so play a land. I definitely care more about my core Skyfisher surviving here, so I'm going to Drill Master up Skyfisher, but I'll still serve with both. I think. Maybe this stays home. Nah, if I can trade this with a Delver, that's good. Combat. Swang. Oh, so what are the chances that we hit our second land drop by like turn 3 or turn 4 with only 16 lands in the deck? Or with only, yeah, with first with 18, which is how many we have, and then with 16. What are the odds? Is that even the right phrase? Hyper Geo Mantra Calcaneal. You guys are really stretching me out here. Mono White is the only monocolor in Pauper that doesn't have a tier 1-ish deck. Yeah, like White Weenie was pretty big for a little while, but not anymore. I'm sure I'm on several lists for typing the... Whoa, Degenerate Game Geek. Come on. It's a card? Oh my goodness. Well, you're definitely on a list now. I think Hypergeometry Detonator is the most interesting one of these. Yeah, I can see that. Our opponent scoops it up. Awesome. Well, that was Staples button. Mutagenic Growth felt pretty good there, but I don't know if that's... Well, let me tell you. There's this thing called Fibonacci's sequence. Oh my goodness, Magic. Magic, that's not very tasteful. Like... It's not, is it? That's not nice, Magic. Things I didn't know. Yeah, our sideboard's probably fine, I think. So we're going to try to run it back. I didn't get to the end of my pun there. I'm really sad. And honestly, there wasn't an end. So I'm actually not that sad. I feel like I got bailed out pretty good there. That wasn't ever coming to an end. Oh, my opponent had to spell. But it was a bamboozle. This hand isn't that bad. We have Javelineers, which I feel like is pretty okay against them. It's going to kill one of their creatures. We can kill another one with Last Breath. We just got to hit another land. We've been pretty good at doing that tonight. We also have a bunch more 1-drops in our deck that are quite good against them. I think I'm going to keep this. We got a couple of draw steps before it matters. To see 2 lands out of 18 within 10 cards. 98% within 9, 95% within 8. Okay. So that's good. I like that. But it also doesn't sound right. I'm with you. Because I think with 22 or with 20, what is it? I think with 20 or something, you're still like 70% to hit your 3rd land drop or something. Oh, our opponent just mulliganed to 0 and we went positive. Yay!